Welcome to another episode of Life and Whiskey. Today we are going to look at Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. Okay, so Elijah Craig, Bardstown, Kentucky. It's a Heaven Hill product. This is 127.2 proof, which is 63.62% ABV. So getting up there quite a ways. This is batch number B520. Okay, so 127 proof. So this stuff's going to have a little bit of ethanol in there. But with the higher proof, tends, not always, but tends to come a little more nuance and complexity. Because in the barrel, the higher the proof, the more the impact the barrel's going to have on it as far as getting some of the oak and the tannin out of it. Lower proof whiskey tends to bring out the sweeter flavors from a barrel, so you'll get the vanillas and the caramels if you are down around that 100 to 110 proof when it's in a barrel. So, so barrel proof, which means they pull it out of the barrel and then just bottle it. And so in order to be bourbon, it cannot enter an oak barrel, a new unused white oak barrel at higher than 125 proof. So entry proof, the highest it can be is 125 proof. Now, as time goes on, the first thing that evaporate out is actually the water. So when the water evaporates out, that leaves more alcohol in less volume, which actually bumps up the ABV or the proof. So, depending on how much evaporation you have, you can actually get barrels that went in at, say, 120 or 125, and they'll come out in the 130, 140 range if you get a lot of evaporation. So, something to just think about when we're talking about barrel proof whiskeys. Here in Wyoming, we can pick this up for it's one of the more spendy ones I've had on the show so far, but $48.59 for Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. And let's see what we get here. So the ethanol is not actually dominating in the glass on the nose, which is good. I get cherry though. Cherry's pretty forward in there. More of a fruit cherry, and just a slight hint of like a medicinal cherry, like a cough syrup kind of a cherry. Some oak. And just a hint of corn. And then kind of really deep in there you get some ethanol. So on the nose is not the most complex that I've smelled. So let's see what happens when we take a sip, and then when we go back to nosing, maybe we can pull a little bit more out of it. But whew. Okay. Whoa. Extreme ethanol forward. Lots of burn on both my tongue, in my throat, in my chest. A lot of barrel impact. So you get a lot of barrel spice, tannin in there. Even on the forward notes of the flavor profile, I would say I get ethanol, a little bit of sweet, you get some vanilla, a little bit of caramel in there. Lots of barrel, lots of oak, lots of ethanol in the middle palate. Going into the finish, it dries out. Lots of ethanol still hanging on in there. It actually it dries out, but has a sweet. It dries out like dries out your tongue, not like dry between sweet and dry like wine, but dries out your tongue, dries out your mouth, but has a sweet vanilla tone to it. I'll try that one again. Cherry, very cherry. Forward, oak. So it goes cherry, oak, dry, ethanol, vanilla, some sweetness, black pepper and ethanol to finish it out. A little bit of barrel oak tannin. That's what I get out of it. Yeah, there's a lot of different flavors in there, and it's going to be a struggle to pull out some of them because that ethanol is so heavy in there. A lot of stuff, just because it's heavy in ethanol, doesn't always mean that it presents. This particular one, this particular batch, so batch B520, it's very apparent. The ethanol shows up in spades on this one. In the nose, going back to it though, cherry. Cherry's just dominating. This smells a lot like the 1782 kind of ethanol nail polish remover, acetone, like a high alcohol concentration, and cherry. Like that's really all I'm getting out of it. Cherry and some of the sweetness. The more I'm sitting with it, the more I'm drinking it. Sweetness and cherry, like a black cherry with a hint of caramel, is kind of the first note, but it's really only showing up for a couple of split seconds before it moves into ethanol really quick. So this might be one that would be interesting to sit, dump a little water in it, proof it down a little bit, explore it a little bit more, see where it goes. One pour of this would last you for a while if you were really trying to explore it. Let it open up a little bit, let it evaporate some. It'd be interesting to see where this goes. I have not done that with this whiskey yet. It's a really heavy cherry flavor though. So if that's not the main flavor that you're looking for in a whiskey, maybe this isn't going to be your deal. It's kind of along the lines of Evan Williams, which is not surprising because Heaven Hill is Evan Williams, so all of their products kind of taste pretty similar. Although the Evan Williams tends to have that medicinal cherry flavor, this is more of a fruit cherry that's in there. But yeah, it's a pretty good one. I'm not sure that this is what I'm reaching for if I'm spending, what was it, $48.59 here in Wyoming. I'm not sure that this is what I'm reaching for if I'm going to be dropping that kind of money. I don't mind that it's barrel proof. I don't mind the high alcohol. I just think that there's a better flavor profile out there for my own personal taste than this for that price. So there you go. Elijah Craig barrel proof batch number B520. Not bad by any means, and if you're a cherry fan in your bourbon, this is definitely one to go check out. And if you like high proof stuff, definitely one to check out. But for me, it's not my favorite. Elijah Craig barrel proof. Go ahead, check it out. Drop in the comments below what you can find it for in your area. Please leave a comment about whether or not you've been liking these videos. Check out Elijah Craig. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Like and subscribe, whatever. And thanks for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will catch you in the next video.